What a beautiful year it's been. My Jordan year went better than expected. I had to divert from some of my goals to stay in the moment and to continue growing without forcing things to be done. I'm so excited for this next year. I cut my goals almost in half from last year so that I can be more specific and follow more diligently. Last year was I picture it as like a shotgun of goals. This year, I want to be more like an assault rifle, powerful, but quick. So I wrote down 12 goals, and I've just been kind of reflecting over this last year and some of the things that I've grown in my mindset. I went through my goals from last year, my 1 year goals, and there's been some things that have changed. I was ambitious when I set these goals because I knew this year was going to be a lot of growth, and I hold a lot of these still the same, but for certain circumstances like ice baths, I wasn't able to keep those daily. It's summer and other things were more important to me at the time. I'm starting wellness coaching. I'm going to be completing that course and actually making that a business idea for me. This is something I've been passionate about. I want to help others out of addictions and just turn those into positive ones. I feel like my spiritual gifts are healing, and I want to spread that to as many people as I can. So, my 24th year, I turned 24 on Friday, which is in 2 days, and these are my 12 goals. So I went down from 23 to 12. I've also been thinking it's been 12 years since I was 12 years old, and it's just a funny way to look at it. So my first one is to seek God daily. I want to be reading my scripture. I'm going to do another 1 year through the Bible, a different version so I can get, so it's not just the exact same structure or order. I'm ready to get back to some books that I feel like I have a new context about, and I have a better understanding of all the stories. And as with read scripture, I want to be persistent in my prayer. I've been pretty good about praying in the morning and at night, but I also want to get a time during the day. Maybe not as structured during the day, but some time in the day where I can take a moment and just be in awe of what God is doing in my life. My second goal is to finish the wellness coaching course and to reach some clients. I was always hesitant in the past because I didn't feel qualified enough to tell others how they need to live their life. But now I'm kind of stepping into more leadership roles at work, and I think that it's time for me to push out of my comfort zone to take this step in what I want to do in my life. Third goal is probably going to be the hardest one and also the most fulfilling one. I want to stay on semen retention this whole year. I will be attacked as I was just attacked the other night. The longest I've gone is about a month, and that's not good enough for me. I want to truly dedicate this year to the Lord and to be able to tell my testimony of these experiences in my life. I will be attacked, and I feel like I'm the most equipped I've ever been to deal with those battles. Fourth is to initiate conversations. I hesitate and I wait for others to bring conversations up, and as I was negative and shy and insecure before, those are all being wiped clean, and I'm excited to spread the joy and positivity that I have in my heart now to other people and to watch that light spread. I have to remind myself to be myself and to not force conversations just to get the conversation. I want to be myself and authentic, and some conversations will be better than others. My fifth one is to bring someone to Christ. It's our duty to share the gospel and plant seeds in others that aren't aware of what this life is about. It's a command to preach the gospel to all nations, all tribes, and spread the good news. And I've been praying for courage to talk to others and to take the time to explore ideas with others and to build confidence in myself, to not be scared to offend people, because the truth is offensive sometimes when we believe lies. 6 is run a sub 45-minute 5-mile. My best right now is 49:01, so shaving 4 minutes off is something that I think can be done, and I've been trying to increase my pace, but also not all out max my runs. And also, just as a side goal, I want to run a 10-miler. I started running the 5-miler because I'd never done it before, and I thought it'd be a good challenge. And I think somewhere around the halfway mark of this year, I'll be cutting weight, and I think that'll be a good time to push myself to see if I can double that mileage. I've been thinking about at some point running a 7-miler because I run 2 miles on Sunday and then I do my 5-miler on Thursday. And at some point, I might want to just combine those on my 5-mile day and see if I can complete that. But running is something that I had never done in the past. I shied away from it, and I think that made me a less complete athlete, and I want to challenge myself to become well-rounded and do things that are hard that I know will benefit me. 7 is arm wrestling training leading up to tournaments. I want to document my training, not always by video, but especially by writing down my workouts and continuing to not only increase my weights, but increase my knowledge about arm wrestling training. I want to be more consistent with tracking it. And this kind of leads into my next couple goals, but number 8 is create content around my life journey. I'm very inconsistent with how I document my journey. I want to be more structured, but also not be so structured to where it takes the excitement out of the videos. I want to plan more videos instead of just doing them like more on the spot. I want to have some videos where I'm thinking about them and preparing for them in advance instead of just off the cuff. Number 9 is 80% whole foods and count my calories. I haven't counted my calories probably past 2.5 years, and I've been able to gain weight that way just by eating foods and meals that I know can fuel me. But I want to get back to tracking my calories. I'm going to find my weight scale, my food scale, and worst comes to worst, get a new one. But I want to be consistent with tracking this year. This last year, I was just trying to do a bunch of goals and a lot of life changes. And I'm ready to be more consistent this year and more accurate with my tracking. Number 10, get over 205 pounds before cutting in the summer. I was 195 this morning, and I think that's a reasonable goal to gain 10 more pounds before May-ish. That's about 6 months, and that would be a good weight gain for me. With tracking, it'll be more consistent weight gain than what I've been doing now, which is just overindulging in foods that I know will help me gain weight. As I stopped being vegan, I kind of just let myself free from the restrictions that I had before. And I've tried things that I missed. I've also tried to keep the meals in my life that were consistent before, like my oatmeal with fruit, my smoothies in the morning. But on days where I would usually have something that was the same every time, like going out for bibimbap, which is like a Asian kind of Chipotle, a lot of vegetables. I've been gravitating towards things that I missed, like Philly cheesesteak or burger, or just other things that I haven't had in a long time, which I'm okay with this period of giving myself a mental break from stressing over food. But I want to bring that more back in line with the 80% whole foods, not eating whatever I want, but eating what I know will fuel me the best for my goals. I haven't done a cut since last year, really, when I was trying to make the 165 class for arm wrestling. And it's crazy that I am 30 pounds heavier than that now, just from being a hard gainer and not being able to gain weight easily. It's 30 pounds in a year is mind-blowing. Number 11, serve in the community. I had a random thought the other day that I wanted to help serve at an animal rescue place. I've been thinking about getting a dog recently, and I know right now is not the time for me, but maybe helping out at something like that would give me that fulfillment that I'm looking for. Also, at church, they sometimes have a choir up on the stage. I would definitely like to inquire more about that, and maybe not stand up there with a microphone, but standing in that choir behind the worship team, I think something that I'm looking forward to. Number 12 is fellowship with other believers. I don't know where the verse is, but it's do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And it's very true. I want to maybe help one of the younger guys at our youth group, our young adults group. I want to maybe help mentor one of them because we have similar viewpoints and hobbies and goals, and I think that would be very helpful for me and him. I want to find others that we can help sharpen each other, as iron sharpens iron, and I'm ready to help grow myself and others. If you've been following my journey since last year, I hope this next year is more inspirational, and I'm excited for this journey to continue. I love you guys. Spread peace, love, and positivity.